Hello, what's up guys? I'm Kyle from KGR, and we got some packages! So, with the new Mario movie coming out, they're gonna make new Mario toys. And I had to buy them. So today we're gonna unbox them, and we're also gonna compare them to some of the other figures in our collection, so you have a good idea on how they look scale-wise and comparatively, like how they look, and we're gonna compare figures and play with toys today. Now, I mostly got at least the first wave. We don't know if we're getting more, but we probably are. But we got the 5-inch scale figures for the most part. I didn't get any of the miniature ones or anything just yet. I'm debating on getting them, but we'll see. But as of right now, the big important thing is that we got the 5-inch ones, and we got all of them. And for some reason, they put it in 2 different shipments. So, now we have 2 packages. So we're gonna start with the small one. And how do you open boxes, ladies and gentlemen? With a hammer, that's right! I busted the tape. That's okay. Yeah! So in this package, they gave us Toad, and we also got Luigi. We're gonna move these guys to the side for now, and we're gonna get the big package and do the hammer again. Yeah! Nice clean cut to get all of it open. Now we got the rest. We got Peach over here. Next up we got King Jack Black himself. We got Bowser. Look at him. Doesn't he look great? And of course we gotta get Chris Pratt himself. We got Mario. Now, the main gimmick with most of these, at least with Peach, Luigi, and Mario, they have these things called realistic eyes, the realistic acrylic eyes. So, the eyes pretty much follow you. Is it going to come across as creepy? Probably, but I'm excited to see how it actually really does turn out, like when you're like taking pictures and stuff, because I love doing toy photography, and the one hard thing with these Mario figures, and just figures in general, is having them actually look at the camera, because there's a lot of poses with Mario where he's looking directly at the camera, or at least looking directly at you, or whatever. Any Mario artwork, he's mostly looking at you. So being able to recreate that with Mario action figures is actually really nice, but let's see how well it's executed. Now, all of these figures are from Jakks Pacific. They've made Mario and Sonic figures in the past, and we all love them for the most part. I haven't bought a Mario Jakks figure prior, so this is going to be mostly my first impression with them. So let's move the other figures out of the way. Let's just focus on Mario for a little bit. And as you can tell, it's definitely in a much more premium packaging. This is definitely more for a collector, and also it's double the regular MSRP for a regular figure. Now right here I also have a Sonic movie figure as an example. So with this figure, this is a $10 figure, and this is the packaging that you would expect, where it's just on a blister card, you get a giant bubble, and you get to see everything inside, which is pretty average. It's fine. However, these have more of a premium look to it, definitely a better box that's definitely a lot more collector friendly, and it looks like these things aren't made for just kids. At the end of the day, it is still a kid's toy. However, it just feels a little bit more premium. So let's open this up and see how it compares to a normal Jakks Pacific figure from like a movie Sonic or any other Mario figure that I don't have from Jakks Pacific. So we got a couple of slots of tape over here. Slide her out. And it's not twisted down. I really like that, thank you. Getting these out of these plastic prisons is not a good time because it scares me that I'm gonna break these. But he's out. And I think I'm gonna keep these boxes just because they are reusable. They're definitely like collector friendly. Now at this point, the Mario movie hasn't come out just yet. And I've seen trailers and stuff like that. I'm super excited for the movie. Let me know in the comments, are you excited for this new Mario movie? Because I'm stoked. I cannot wait for this thing to come out. He definitely feels very heavy duty. Like, he definitely feels like a premium figure. I feel like you definitely get your money's worth out of the 20 bucks because there is a lot of attention to detail here. Now, like, we have very minor bleeding around, like, the buttons and a little bit around the hat. And this is going to vary from figure to figure. Now, I ordered these all online because I was scared I wasn't going to be able to find them all in store in one swoop, like with the Sonic stuff. But I'm happy to see that it is a lot easier to find these Mario figures versus the Sonic movie figures, which is crazy. I don't understand why it's like that. I don't know why Sonic gets the short end of the stick on that one, but okay. So we got a standard swivel. What is it? Ball hinge. Elbow bend. We got movable hips, which is actually new for a Mario figure. I do like that a lot. Then moving the legs. Ball jointed ankles and stuff like that. So yeah, for a good Mario figure, like, he is well articulated. He's definitely more articulated than SH Figuarts for the most part. But again, the main gimmick is the face. Now, if we move this thing around, he does do a decent job of actually following like where you're looking. So I guess it's a mixture of like how deep the eyes are in the face, as well as like the little glass lenses or whatever, or pretend to be glass over the eyes to give it like I'm not sure what kind of optical illusion it is, but it gives off the effect where he does look like he's following you around. So doing pictures with these figures is probably going to be a good time. Oh, and we even got movement right here, and like the detail on the rivets and everything is so neat. Unfortunately, it does break it a little bit whenever you do move it, so you can see like the stitchings over here and the stitchings over there. That always bothered me as a kid with certain toys, especially Spider-Man. Like, I always would like break like the costume with Spider-Man, and it always bothered me as a kid. I wish we had a little bit more movement in the head, so we could like tilt it left and right and stuff as well, so we could make him look confused and dazed on where he's at. So far, I'm really impressed by this figure. Like, the detail on it is really great, especially for only a $20 figure. Like, I'm very impressed. And we have a plunger as his accessory. And the plunger is like very flexible, so like putting it into his hand isn't scary. You're not afraid you're gonna break it or anything. So that's nice. I never had a Mario figure with a plunger as an accessory. Cause don't do shrooms, kids. Unclog the toilet because you use too much toilet paper. That's why I use a bidet myself. I'm tired of clogging the toilet, and you come out cleaner. No lie, I kind of want to grab another one of these figures just so I can take the head off of him and like just move it around and make it replicate Mario 64's opening. Actually, how easy is it to get the head off this thing? It's probably just a ball peg, right? You know what? I'm not going to risk that. Now, before we move on to the other characters, let me compare him to some of my other figures real quick, because Mario is the main star of this whole set. So here he is next to an SH Figuarts Mario. So as you can tell, there is quite a size difference. For the SH Figuarts Mario, he's very similar to the scaling of the regular Jakks Pacific Mario figures. So you have a rough idea on how he's going to look compared to this. So when it comes to scaling, I feel like these ones are gonna feel a little bit out of place, but I still love these nevertheless. They definitely feel very premium. And next we got him next to Movie Sonic, which I'm not sure how to feel about the scaling on this. Like, I wish they were closer to each other, but to be fair, we're not doing Mario and Sonic at the Olympics, so it's fine. They're not directly related, so scale doesn't really matter that much with these two. But I do love the attention to detail to both of these figures. However, Mario definitely does blow him out of the water because he's definitely a different type of figure. This is a $10 figure, this is a $20 figure, and you can tell the quality difference between the two. It makes me wish we would have gotten Sonic figures like this type of quality, but it is what it is. And since he is a Jakks figure, let's compare him to more Jakks figures. Here is how he looks compared to a standard $10 4-inch Sonic. Again, scaling is definitely different, but they're not meant to be in the same line. They're not meant to be scaled with each other. But again, it screams like this is a much better figure compared to what this is. I understand why they make the figures like this and keep them at $10. It's still a good value proposition. However, as a collector, I love seeing figures built more like this from Jakks Pacific. So it makes me wonder, will they make more figures like this in the future for other characters like Sonic or whatever? But something they did do is make a $50 collector figure for Sonic, and the scaling for that is definitely different. That's not gonna work for you. But now, I want a standard Mario, not movie Mario, but a regular video game Mario in this type of scale. I would love to see Mario get this kind of love, get many different accessories, And why does everybody gotta be loud when I'm trying to film? Don't they know I'm famous? Anyway, so if you're trying to set them up with these ones as well, it's definitely not gonna fit well either. These definitely belong in their own little section, like these guys belong in their own little section. The only other thing I have to compare them to now is the NECA Crash Bandicoot. I don't have the new ones from Crash Bandicoot 4, but next to NECA, he looks fine. The plastic quality is different between the two, but at least they look half decent together. Crash is a little bit taller, but I'm fine with how it looks, I guess. Okay, we spent way too much time just focusing on Chris Pratt. Let's move on to Charlie Day. Let's grab Luigi. There he is! As you can tell from behind me, I have the 93 live-action Mario movie. I have that poster. I don't have the Mario movie poster. I'm trying to get the actual official theater poster. I'm hoping I can get that, but we'll see what happens if I can't get it naturally. Again, these plastic prisms, sweet Jesus. I've seen a video from IGN unboxing this and playing with these, and they got me super excited. So actually get to playing with them now myself is super sick. And here is Luigi. I mean, he's what I expect out of a Luigi figure, but this time he comes with a flashlight. It would have been really cool if he actually could light it up, but it is what it is. This has a little bit of flex to it, not a whole lot. His hands, on the other hand, not as much flex. Kind of reminds me of Play Arts Kai, where you're scared you're gonna break it just trying to get the accessory in his hand. My biggest concern is paint transfer, trying to get this in and out of his hands. But there we go, now we got him holding the flashlight. How does he stand next to Mario height-wise? I mean, I like that. That looks great. The hips definitely feel a lot looser compared to Mario. I'm pretty sure it is a figure-to-figure basis, most likely, but still, woof. Still very well articulated for what you can do with a Mario design. This shoulder definitely does feel very loose. I don't know how to feel about that. The other one feels fine, but we also don't have a heavy flashlight on it, so I can't really tell. Now let's compare him to the SH Figuarts Luigi. And as you can tell, going from video game model to a movie model, like there are quite some differences between the two. And he looks great. I love the way he looks. Part of me wishes that the Mario figures in general would have gotten the collector Sonic route, where it's like different hands and different face pieces and other stuff like that. So it would be nice to really customize these the way you want to and like pose them, especially since they're gonna be like following your face and stuff. But imagine you're in a store all alone and it's dark, especially let's pretend it's Toys R Us, so there's toys everywhere, and you go down the Mario aisle and all these figures are just looking at you. Yeah, that'll definitely terrify somebody. But like thankfully in the store you can mess with the eye gimmick, and if it scares you, you could just put it back and you're good. Thankfully these figures aren't top heavy, but then again, they're not Sonic figures. They're well balanced, they're fine. So I guess we're gonna put Luigi back here and we're gonna move on to Peach. Funny enough, I don't have a Peach figure prior to this. I wanted to pick up one from Jakks Pacific just to go with my SH Figuarts Mario display, but I never did. I'm not sure how available Peach is nowadays, but it would be nice to have a Peach figure in the set, but I don't, so well. And then we have her little umbrella that's just wrapped up and not actually bloomed. Okay, so we definitely got a decent amount of hip movement. She could definitely like lean forward and it makes her butt look a lot bigger, so that's sweet. How much can you do with her shoulders? Because it looks like they try to give you a hinge in there to actually move it up, but with how puffy it is, how much movement are you really getting out of it? From what it feels like, and me not wanting to break this thing, there doesn't seem to be a lot of shoulder movement in there, so I probably wouldn't mess with it that much. It seems to be very minimal. And again, Peach has that effect with the eyes. What it seems like with the Mario figures, it doesn't seem to be that crazy where it does look like they're actually really trying to follow you. It seems to be very subtle. I was hoping it'd be easy to do like a Mario pose like this where it has them both looking at the camera. I'm pretty sure if I do a photo shoot, it would probably look a little bit better. But judging it from actually just looking at it, it doesn't really seem to give off the effect that much. So if you're worried about it coming across as a little bit creepy, I think you're the best judge for that. You gotta just check it out in person from the box and go from there. Which, by the way, I noticed like people like Hasbro have been like doing the plasticless like window display, and even Jags have been doing that a little bit themselves. Personally, I don't like doing that, especially when it comes to cheaper figures along these lines where you want to check the paint and make sure everything looks okay. And if you're an in-box toy collector, you just have a plastic box. You can't really see in the window, so it kind of half defeats the purpose of collecting figures in the box. But whatever. But Peach does look good though. Like, I love how the crown looks. The crown did turn out pretty good. The hinge work is very minimal. It's very loose. Let me put her umbrella in. I don't like the way she's holding that. Let me see if I can hold it like from the heart piece. Oh yeah, you can do that. Sweet. Oh, and her wrists have movement too. Okay. So you can make it look like she's using it as a cane too. I'm not sure if it's meant to be used like that, but hey, look. Now it looks like she's using it as a cane. I think that's how I'm gonna have it posed for now. Now I gotta find a regular Jax Peach. What did I do? Next up, it's time for Toad. We got Jordan Peele doing this. Okay, so when I heard Jordan Peele do the voice for Toad, I was very impressed because like you don't really hear Jordan Peele, and I never really expected him to do that kind of voice. So I'm impressed. I'm very excited to see how this movie cast turns out. A lot of people don't like Chris Pratt being Mario, and I understand why. Personally, I think it's fine. I think he does a decent job with it. However, when I hear the other languages, it definitely sounds more accurate to Mario. However, I think he sounds fine. I don't think he sounds bad. I don't think he sounds amazing because I haven't seen the full movie yet. But from what I've seen, he sounds fine. But let me know in the comments, how do you feel about Chris Pratt being Mario? Because it's a very controversial subject. Oh look! A Toad figure with actual leg movement. No lie, I never thought I'd ever see that. That's actually really awesome. Let's see, universal shoulders. Okay, you can move those. Okay, can't really move the wrists all that well because of how tiny his arms are. Small hinge right here. Okay, pretty cool. Toad does not have the effect where he has the always following you eyes because of how his eyes are made. I think it looks fantastic. This turned out pretty good. I know like one of the biggest things is his little backpack because it has like references of a bunch of different things. Like kind of looking like he's gonna be the next Captain Toad. And I know the buttons in the trailer you could see like where he would be traveling to, especially like in places like from Mario Odyssey. However, with this is just a couple like colored dots. So that's fine. I think for 20 bucks, it would have been awesome to actually see that detailed and painted. But the rest of the paint applications do look good. I think he turned out pretty good. Then we got this frying pan. We could either put that in here or put that like in his hand. Is there a certain way it's supposed to like fit? Is it supposed to be the outside sticking out? I think I like that way looking more. Because on the other side you can see like the Jax logo and stuff. I don't like that. But the pot itself has texture in it, so, or the pan I mean. The pan has texture on it. That's pretty cool. But that's the only accessory that can come in and out. I feel like out of the whole gang, Toad is the weakest one. But he definitely feels like he has a lot more head movement in comparison to the rest of the cast. And again, I don't have a Toad from Jakks Pacific outside of the Mario movie. Now I need a Toad figure too. We're gonna be doing some shopping after this. Thanks. Next to Mario, yeah, he looks fine. I think that works. Your princess is in another castle. And then you get Mario with his plunger. Now you listen here, Mushroom Boy. You're gonna tell me which castle it is, because I've done 7 of these, and I still haven't found her. Oh yeah, we didn't compare Peach to Mario. I apologize. That looks good to me. Okay, again, we're gonna hang these guys out over on the side. No lie, I kind of want to give this little frying pan to Peach whenever I get that one, so we can do the Smash Brothers thing where she just goes bonk. Now it's time for Jack Black. This one is the one that got me the most excited out of all of them because he has a cool gimmick. Having Jack Black voice Bowser, I feel like is probably the best decision in movie history when it comes to adaptations, voice acting. Now, this is the only figure in this set that seems to be tied down, and this one definitely comes in a lot bigger. I think he's like, what, 6 inches? You know what? I'm gonna grab scissors instead of using a box cutter. All the other figures have no restrictions on them, but Bowser has to have these like ropes behind him. Then we got plastic down here too. And then we got stuff around his legs. Why? Wow, they really went excessive with this. Holy crap. Holy crap, this thing is big. Oh my god, look at him! Look how big he is! As you can tell, down here, we have the SH Figuarts Bowser, which his biggest criticism is the fact that how he's so tiny for the price as well as just the overall scaling. But Bowser changes in sizes all the time, so like, whatever. As you can tell, there is quite the size difference between these two. But the thing I love the most about this Bowser is that, like, even though he is somewhat stylized compared to how he looks in like the games, it's still Bowser. Like, I feel like he changed the least out of the Mario characters. So if you want to use this as your big Bowser, the only real difference I believe is like the hair and the eyes. This could make a half decent Giga Bowser. Maybe. This one's definitely more detailed, it's definitely more game accurate, but like this thing's massive. This thing's really cool. Now we got Bowser ready to do jumping jacks or something. Look at that. His shell is very rubbery. According to this, we could just take this off and put in batteries? Do you really just rip it off like that? This would be really useful if I knew how to read. We need AAA batteries. I thought it'd be AA's. Who needs batteries in a TV remote when you can have a Bowser figure that's probably just gonna sit on a shelf? Yeah, let's do that. So do we just rip this off? Oh! Okay. So apparently, we have one spike just hanging out in Bowser. And that just slips in and out like that. Okay. At least it actually blends in. I wouldn't have recognized it. But yeah, you just pull from this side and whoop, there you go. You can take it off. I can only imagine in the future when this thing ends up being a Goodwill, how many Bowser figures are going to look like this, but also like missing a lot of paint. We're also going to need a screwdriver. Thankfully, I am a nerd and have a fix-it toolkit. Something fell. Let's pray these batteries don't corrode, because chances are I'm probably going to forget about this. Why is that one spring crooked? To be honest, I don't think it really matters that much. As long as it touches a metal part of the battery, it's fine, I think. And then, he's supposed to come with a thing. How do you take this out? Oh, crap, I almost forgot. There's another piece in the box that blends in with the box very well. Yeah, preserving this box doesn't seem to be the easiest. So, in the box, you know, without destroying the thing, you get this little clear bottle where you can fill this thing up with water, and you can put that in the back of Bowser's head, and you can make steam come out of his mouth. Okay, now we have water in this thing. Oh, okay. I think we have enough water in here. Press that in. Put his shell back on. Oh. Oh, that's sick! I hope the camera can pick that up well. Let's try it again. Oh my god. Yo, Bowser's worth it! Yo, okay, so Bowser is 30 bucks. The rest of them being 20. This one's 30. This one is definitely worth your money. Look at that! That's so awesome! Oh, I love these so much. Oh, this is sick. Hold on. All right, Mario. How do you... Yeah. Now that is how you compare a Mario and a Bowser. Even though I do... Wait. Can we do something with his tail? Or no, I accidentally pressed the button on the back. Okay, he's running out of water. I'm gonna give him more water soon. But God, that's so sick. I love this. Yeah, Jax definitely does do the scaling for like the Mario characters a lot better than what SH Figure Arts did. But man, this thing's sick! Of course, the Jack Black figure is the coolest one in the set. Yo, can we just see this one more time? No, we can't. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah. That's so sick. I love this. In total, I may have spent close to like $120 for all this. Worth it. So sick. I love these things. So this is the whole lineup of the new Mario figures, at least the good figures, I should say. Although there seem to be some like loose hinges on some of these figures, because it's a Jack specific figure, I wouldn't expect anything less, but it's still disappointing to see anyway. But the paint applications and the sculpting and everything, they did turn out really good. I'm really impressed by these figures. But the Bowser one is the coolest one out of the whole set. Like, he alone is worth picking up. I feel like the necessary ones to grab would be just Mario and Bowser, and maybe Luigi, because Luigi's great too. I wish Toad wasn't 20 bucks, but it is what it is. But that's it for this video. So if you're new and you like what you saw, you know what to do. In the description, there's going to be places on where you can buy these things. You can pick these up at Target. However, if you do the Entertainment Earth link, it does help me out a little bit because affiliate links and stuff. Same thing with Amazon or anything that's not just Target. It will help me out. So if you click those links and order from there, it'd mean the world to me. But my camera is about to die. So if you're new and you like what you saw, you know what to do. Description of my social media as well as where to buy these. And thank you for watching. I love you guys to death. And I'll see you on the next one. So peace.